What's poppin' and welcome back to a brand new video. I quite literally just got in the door. I just opened my LinkedIn after coming home from the gym and I got this DM from a VC. Quite exciting. There's some kind of like startup fund in Helsinki. I haven't really reached out to anyone who's been looking for this. I'm kind of like thinking to like bootstrap this whole thing, but it's quite interesting to explore. And they're asking for some more info in regards to Arbster, the app that I built. So I thought, why not make a quick pitch deck, because that's what VC is like. Apparently like a nice little PowerPoint kind of slide where you explain the company. I was planning to do this like 10 o'clock at night, but I think I'm going to prioritize doing this so I can have it sent out to her tonight so she can have a look at it tomorrow, because it's Thursday tomorrow, you know, just so it's done before the end of the week. Never made a pitch deck before, but let's try it. So at 10 o'clock at night I got to work on this pitch deck, and this is where all of these new tools that are available are so good. Like I used Canva for this whole thing. You can find so many templates, you can just change the templates around, you can find frames for phones, so you can then put the screenshots in, etc, etc. And then now there are even new tools such as ChatGPT that you can use to help you generate the text, help you do some market research, explain this. So I was able to bang out this whole pitch deck in around an hour, which I think is pretty cool. And I made it look pretty nice. I included all of the things which I found on Google that you need to include in a pitch deck, such as the market size, your competition, the opportunity which you have, the business case, kind of the business model which your product is operating under on, the current funding of it, etc. And I ended up with something that I thought looked pretty good. Let's have a look at it. Okay, so I've just spent like an hour in Canva to make a little bit of a slide for this that we're gonna show them. So I'm gonna bring that up here. It's like a quick pitch deck, well not really pitch deck, because a pitch deck you're kind of doing more of like financials and that kind of stuff. It's more like about the product, like a discovery deck, just for them to understand what the product is really. So it's just a quick intro. First of all, what's an arborist, because no one has any idea what an arborist is, so we're just explaining that to begin with. After that, we're kind of just putting the problem statement out there, as well as the solution, which is of course Arbster, and some nice screenshots. I think that looks pretty nice. Then we also have the plan jobs feature, like a little bit more like the main features, so plan jobs, risk assessments, as well as manage gear. Then we have a little bit on the market size and opportunity, like there's 30,000 registered arborists, but there's hundreds of thousands of arborists / tree workers worldwide who stand to benefit from a platform like Arbster. Then there's the business model, so just describing the prices and the subscription model. And then we have a competitor section, which is mostly, in our case, like traditional tools like spreadsheets, pen and paper, that kind of stuff, but also some of the like more modern tools like Trello, for example. People just import that into the arborist sector. And then just a thank you. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna head over to LinkedIn and we're gonna answer this lovely lady. So we're gonna say accept, and then we're gonna say message. Let's bring that up. Hey Sophie. Okay, and then we're gonna attach this little deck. It's gonna be like a goddamn professional. Sweet, we're attaching that. So now this is what we're saying. We're saying, hey Sophie, thank you so much for reaching out. I'm attaching a product info deck on Arbster to clarify what it is. We did a soft quiet release of the app 3 weeks ago in order to sort out the last production bugs. We're gonna call that production bugs, and do some final product validation. The latest update based on this input was actually submitted to Apple and Google today, so it should be live before end of week so that we can proceed with the hard launch next week. The co-founder is actually the owner of Sweden's largest arborist retailer, arboristbuilding.se, so that will be the major marketing channel to begin with. Please let me know if you have any questions or thoughts or want to chat more. Thanks. Boom, there, we're gonna leave it there. Just like that. Sweet. Quite exciting stuff. Yeah, that was that for this spontaneous thing. I just got this LinkedIn notification while I was at the gym doing a lat pull down, so quite exciting, quite random. Really wasn't expecting this, haven't reached out to anyone or really put this out there for anyone. They just found it on LinkedIn because I put it on my LinkedIn profile. That's it for this segment. I'll see you in whatever next comes up with this whole startup thing. I guess we shall see. It's spontaneous. That's what's the most fun about this, so see you in the future. What's up? It's like a couple of days after the last clip you saw where I was sending in that stuff to the venture capital firm, and they got back to me recently, and basically what they said was that they're not interested because the sample size or the segment size is too small. So they typically invest in companies that have target audiences that are like 30 million or above, so like massive. Again, obviously this is probably exaggerated, but we only have like 300,000 to 500,000 as the target audience for our app, because not everyone's an arborist, or arborism is relatively uncommon in the world compared to like the financial technology startups or whatever. So you know, it was a little bit different, but it was a good experience. It was quite interesting that they were able to find Arbster out of all the things on LinkedIn, so definitely a good experience. I put together that pitch deck as well that you saw, so definitely also some good practice in doing that, but also quite interesting to see that there's also some general interest in regards to this. Yeah, all in all, I'm not too bothered because Obviously, it's a relatively small side project kind of thing. It would be annoying to get investors involved. I don't even know how that works. I have no clue, no experience with that whatsoever. So it is what it is. Also, I think right now there's like a whole trend of companies or startups raising cash but not really making cash. I wanna, maybe it sounds cliche, but I wanna make cash. I don't wanna raise cash. There's a big difference, especially right now in 2023 with like the whole economic climate, etc. I feel like it's not the same environment it used to be before. I feel like you could make an app, someone would value it at something, and you'd be worth a couple of million of Swedish crowns, or a couple of 100,000 euros from nothing, basically. So it's a little bit different environment, but it is what it is. Now though, I wanted to show you something quite interesting, because we have two things which we're gonna do tonight. I just came back from the gym, had a shower, been a long day at the office today, but I'm gonna finish two things before I head to bed, or have a final meal and then head to bed. One's an email send out, I'm gonna show you how that works, and two is a brainstorm for an exciting event that we're having this weekend. Let me show you. Okay, so here we are back in office, as you know, the trusty office. As I've told you before, my business partner, who also happens to be my dad, has obviously they haven't really done anything yet, because I've been building the app, doing all that kind of stuff, but they have an arborist store. An arborist store is where they sell arborist gear. I've talked a little bit about it in the past videos. I've also been there for one of the videos. I think we're gonna go there for one video to learn a little bit more about it. What we have here is an email template kind of thing. So we're gonna send this out actually to all of Arboristbutiken's email list, which is I think 3,900 people. So it's like a little bit of an explanation of what the app is. It's saying like, introducing Arbster, this is Arbster, your new companion, Arboristbutikens new partner, because it's kind of like a partner company, and we're using Arboristbutiken to promote this. So yeah, quite just to leverage the audience essentially. And then you can download the app, there's a link. And then preview, this is what it looks like in the desktop, in the mobile, and then the inbox. Oh, okay, I'm out of those ones. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna schedule this in MailChimp. MailChimp is like an email CRM kind of system where you can manage all of this kind of stuff. And I'm a little bit nervous because I have quite high expectations for this email send out. 3,570 super relevant people are gonna get this. I'm hoping we get at least a couple of subscriptions. So far we have a couple of trials, probably 15 trials, and we have 7 paying subscriptions. I think that's decent. But we obviously want to increase that over time. So let's hope we can get a couple of downloads from this particular one. I will then go to this particular email. Like you saw, it has a nice little overview, and then we're gonna press schedule. And then the delivery date, today is Monday, we're gonna send it on the Tuesday morning, which is a pretty common time apparently. I think probably 8:30 8:15 people are reading their emails. So we're gonna press schedule campaign. And now that's set to go out tomorrow morning. It's got links in the email, etc. I think we're gonna just preview it a little bit to make sure that all the links work. So if you press the image, you're taken to arbster.ee download. If you press to download the app, you're taken to download the app. If you press this one, you're taken to download the app. So you're kind of prompted to download in every single space of this, which should be good. So I'll definitely make sure to share some of these results on Wednesday, I believe it will be, or Tuesday. We'll have some preliminary results already tomorrow, but I guess we'll save it for another day. Next up is a pretty good tip that you can use for content generation. So we're actually going to a Swedish tree climbing championship this weekend to promote the app. So before we do this, we need some ideas on YouTube Shorts and like Instagram Reels we can make during this period of time, because it will be a pretty good opportunity to make a lot of content. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to this YouTube dashboard, we're gonna go to videos, and then I think we're gonna just do a new category that's called Arbster Shorts. And this is a real life hack that you can do here in Notion. Notion is this new thing that I've started trying out to see what it's like for scheduling videos and that kind of stuff. And then we're gonna use this, and then it will come up with a little bit of a template where we can have like the outline, etc. So then we're gonna go to the outline, and this is gonna open a new page, and then we can press //AI, and then you can actually prompt this AI to come up with a couple of ideas. So brainstorm like so, and then we'll let it work. Showcase Arbster helps arborists plan their jobs, and so that we can like do a little bit of a demo kind of thing. I guess this is a couple of good things on how we can use it. We can maybe demo it live. Then I'm also thinking about some other things which we can do. So for example, there will be a lot of arborists there, some probably listen to music, so this is quite common now on social media. So you're listening to Arborist Edition, for example. And then we'll have some pretty good ideas. So we're gonna do done. Yeah, that's pretty much a list of ideas we can do. Obviously, there probably once you get there and you're in that environment, you come up with so many more ideas. But this is a good baseline to kind of get that creative stuff flowing. Then we're gonna do the same for Arboristbutiken, which is the other part where we're also gonna do social media content for. So should be exciting. But yeah, if you haven't tried it yet, try Notion or ChatGPT or anything like that to just brainstorm ideas. Well, I feel like once you have a list of these types of things and then you come up with something more in addition to it, it makes it so much easier for you to creatively flow by yourself. So try it out. That's it for today's video. We will be going to the Swedish Tree Climbing Championship on Friday and Saturday, and then I'll be recording another video on Thursday, so a couple of videos to come. That should be quite exciting. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Leave a like if you want to support. It's completely free of charge, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.